Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. We are up here in the chicken barn, so you're going to hear the chickens. You're going to hear the roosters. I have three roosters locked up right now. So that's Raw, Tut, and EB. Um, so you may hear a rooster. You may hear the girls cackle a little bit. I'm trying to kind of see who's laying eggs and whose colors or what. So I'm kind of keeping an eye on them. I came up here before daylight this morning and set up everybody with food and snacks and turned on the lights so that way they started early. I wanted to leave them up here for a few hours because it was super cold. So they didn't need to go outside anyway. And the light I have does produce some heat in here. And it doesn't take long for this building to get warm, but it also doesn't take it long to lose its heat. So I just wanted to make certain, see if anyone would lay in the nest boxes, but they only have one spot up there they really want to lay. And I don't know if all of these young girls are laying yet or not. If so, they're laying somewhere, and I have no idea. I did find one in that little extra coop that I put like a rooster in every now and again. Um, one of the young girls did go down there and lay yesterday or the day before, so I put one of those nest liners in there so that way it'd make it really nice for them. So it's there if they want to lay on it. I set up the old girls another nest spot with fresh stuff and fluffed up their old one. So they're set up as well. The young girls in the cabana, the other day I got all seven at the end of the evening in one nest box. So everybody took their turn. No one dropped or ate or anything. And that was the only time I got all seven. Now, this morning, I ended up getting two because I left them in for a while because I set up the cabana as well the same way. And so I hope to get five more out of there today. I haven't seen anyone lay in. I've seen them over there in the spot that they want to lay in, but no one is going in and laying in these nest boxes. So if that's how it's going to be, we're going to set up a nest box in their stall, and then I will bring older girls up here this winter and let them have um, this extra stall, set up something for them to roost on, and that's a lot of work. I'm a little stiff today. Yesterday, I pitched out half of Lily's barn. I took out the nails and ripped open some stuff and opened up that back window in the goat barn and was pitching half of the stuff. I went all the way down a lot of stuff. And so I need to do the other half, but I'm going to wait until this evening to get what I already have out there into a wheelbarrow. The chickens were playing in it. Lily was climbing all over it yesterday. She thought that was the neatest thing. It was really hard because here I am trying to pitch stuff out the window, and there she is, right there. Um, she didn't understand that she needed to move, so she did get a couple of pitchforks worth of um, stall scrap, but that's what I was doing. So we're getting that done. I called a contractor in order to bring that back a little bit, but use a door. Yeah, I have an idea, but when the contractors come out, they'll tell me if it can be done or not. Um, so I'm waiting for a call on that. I called for hay and straw today, left a message. Hopefully that will go. I still need to call another fencer. Um, let's see here. I'm in the middle of getting all of the laundry done. Anything that, like blankets and pillows, things for winter, I'm going to go ahead and get them done. Um, Dishes, I've been working on them since when I first got up. I made homemade dog food today. It was salmon, sourdough fermented pasta, spinach, kale, and eggs. So it was a salmon base with pasta this time. I am also um, getting ready to set up for a new possible friend for our homestead. There's a little critter that needs a home and possibly more of those little critters. And so I am going to try to take the one that really needs to go now And I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm just going to let you meet him. I don't know if he has a name, but his bloodline has carried on and they're ready for him to move along. So we are looking to get another critter on the homestead. Just a fun critter. Also, I want to talk about comments. There was a comment back when Kamala first came on the scene as the presidential nominee. And it was talking about her allowing gender affirming care in prisons. Well, I want to let you know that something came out about the Trump's administration. And during the Trump's administration, you can find this on the New York Times. That's where this came out at, that transgender care was part of a Trump policy. And so at that point in time during the Trump administration, prisons were allowed or were giving gender affirming care. So when that came to me, I was completely off guard. But today, when this New York Times information came out with the documentation, I thought I would share that with you. So that way you can go and find it for yourself that the Prisons Gender Affirming Care Act is part of the Trump administration. So just saying, I may not have said all of that correctly, but like I said, the New York Times just came out with this. So there you go. But there are some comments I really want to talk about on the last video I did. The comment said Trump's policies do take care of the entire nation. My response was name his policies. Of course, there was no reply to my reply to the comment. If you can name policies, clear that up for me, because I need to know what Trump's policies are so that we can actually look into them to see if they are good for the entire nation. Now, we're talking about everybody in the nation. So if you know his policies, please share with me in the comments below. It'd be great. Here is another one. You're displaying major character flaws, a major character flaw, every time you bring up Project 2025. Well, I'm going to tell you that Project 2025 is not something that I developed. It's not something that I am pushing, obviously. And obviously, it's a very dangerous 920 or 931 pages. Over 900 pages. It's very scary. And I have read it. I have read each change that they want to make to our nation, to our rights, to our civil rights, to our liberties, to who is going to be our ally as a country, what the tariffs were actually meant for, what are these taxations meant for. Yeah, it's a major character flaw to be very concerned about that. Well, Trump says he's not going to, he knows nothing about Project 2025. That might be the biggest lie that Trump has told you yet. And I'm going to tell you, he has completely lost his total mind on his rampage now. I mean, talking about Arnold Palmer's genitals. Just saying some of the craziest things. And I know that there is a reason for this. Because if you don't think that Vance is going to be your president if Trump wins, you're not paying attention. And I can't make anyone pay attention. I can't make anyone think that what I'm saying is correct. You have to look for yourself. I personally think that Trump is not fit to be our president. Serious. I seriously feel that way. This is my channel. I am a preparer. I have a small homestead here. I can food. I have grown a lot of food. But you have to understand, I'm working off of an injury. So yeah, I grocery shop instead. But it doesn't make me less of a prepper. But for some reason, if I'm not a Trump supporter, then you're not a prepper. That's not true. Being prepared has nothing to do with politics. You need to understand that. It could save you in very bad situations. For example, what's going to happen either way? What's going to happen? We don't know. We've seen what COVID did to store shelves. Panic buying, toilet paper, not being able to find chicken breasts for 2 weeks. The only bread on the shelves I found once was a bag of buns. You know, we remember those times. I remember those times. I remember going and seeing what was empty. I don't have to worry about that. I didn't have to worry about it then. So it didn't affect me, but it made me think, hey, I'm on the right track. And being prepared will put you on the right track. And I try to show you ways to save and prep. When I go to the grocery store, hopefully you're paying attention if you're watching those hauls, because that's what it's about. I get all my freshies and everything that I use, but you'll see me grab cans of food or boxed products, oils, vinegars. I'm trying to be prepared for whatever may happen. And if transport shuts down, what are you going to do? You have to rely on yourself. That's number one. Winter's coming up, and I've got my winter need list, and it's really simple. Cat litter, coffee, parchment paper, freezer bags. That's my need list. Other than that, we could do pretty well through winter right now, or whatever may come. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. EB says, yeah. Bye, y'all. Just remember, be prepared. We don't know what's going to happen. And don't forget, comment down below if you know Trump's policies, because I want to know what they are. And then we'll decide together in the reply if it's good for the entire nation. Bye, y'all. Hugs from a distance.